I was gonna say that worked perfectly. There's no greater feeling than when you see the YouTube and Twitter with a green check mark on my end, because I can see when it doesn't upload to it. There's nothing scarier.
Banging on all cylinders.
What's that?
So we're banging on all cylinders.
Well, let's not go with that. I'll just say I'll open the floor to you. Why we had to do a late one, because I'll just say I wasn't the one who chose this. That's all I'm going to say. Like we were talking about before.
Oh, that's funny.
I mean, you had to do bedtime. We're just gonna go roll with that. I'm gonna say
father.
Yeah. No excuse. I make a joke, but I'll make it behind the scenes too after something I just thought of. Do you have any cards? I forgot to ask you that actually.
I have nothing new really. I got a collection of cards in the mail the other day.
Okay.
But it's nothing for me. Like I know on Facebook, who's in like the lacrosse card collecting Facebook group.
Mm-hmm.
He had a crap ton of bulk, like just like bunch of base cards and stuff. So I traded him some stuff for a huge box. It was like probably 15 pounds of cards, and I'll use those for more packs.
Giveaways.
More youth packs. So, but there was there's a stack of like this is all.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see how thick this. Yeah, this is all.
I can. So those are all okay.
Yeah.
Are there any? I'm not even saying this to be. Are there any relics, or is it all just?
No, it's all just base cards. But there's a couple like inserts, and then a couple like foils. But
no, you cannot. One of your biggest fans is already in the YouTube chat. I'm just gonna say it. No, it's not it's not somebody that lives around us. That's all I'm gonna say. You can message him about that on the side. He can answer that question. As his agent, I'm gonna say no. That's my answer for that. Matt, I'm sure you can figure out who said it. That's all I'm gonna say. Not around our area. So
okay.
Who do you think, Matt? Take a guess. I want to see. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see comments again. That's okay. Doesn't matter.
Okay, I can see them, so I can hear. Watch how this works, because I think this will work.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So I can post them all on my end, so I can see everything. So what I'll do is any questions that your fans ask, I'll post them for you. So they don't like me. All the nice things he says about me in the SU Lax Pod chat, the SU lacrosse chat about me skipping games to get new podcast equipment is my favorite thing ever, because people legitimately believe that.
Yeah. I do actually have something extra to share too before we get into
is this what I think a certain follow that notification that came out of nowhere?
Are you talking about Aiden or Adrian, whatever his name is?
Yeah.
Tomorrow morning, actually, there's going to be an article coming out on Syracuse.com. Max and I were actually interviewed by Aiden Stebanski. I think it's how you say his last name. He's senior Newhouse student who's interning at Syracuse.com and has been doing a lot of work with the lacrosse program and their writing. He interviewed Max and I about Max's relationship with Joey and all that kind of stuff, and Joey's impact on the program and the senior class and all that kind of stuff. So that's coming out tomorrow morning, which is pretty exciting.
So I think we'll probably retweet posts. I'm sure. Well, I'll read through it to make sure it's nice versus the other one. That's all I'm going to say. We're not going to.
Yeah, that we were interviewed over the weekend about that. Max is pretty excited.
Okay. So I made the joke to you, and I can make this. I'm not answering that question. You can't see. It's a good thing you can't see YouTube comments. It's nobody that you and I know, which is even better. One quick thing. I have to do this, Matt. We talked about subscribers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how I woke up the next morning and we had 62. We did get a couple of new ones now. Did I say they
63?
did I say they unfollowed right away? I'm not going to say that, but thanks for unsubscribing and resubscribing because I can see your notifications. That's all I'm going to tell you. I'm joking with Tim. I also want to say I'm going to say this, and Tim will get this joke, Matt. I don't know if you're in the big lacrosse group on Facebook. Thank you, Tim, for posting scores, so I don't have to watch anything. I know people hate him for it, but somebody yelled about that today
in the college lacrosse discussion.
Yes, yeah. A couple of things. So I told you I figure we'll do the PLL stuff first, right? We'll blitz through.
Sure,
and then I'll talk Drew Carter after.
Okay.
About what we talked about.
Sure. Yeah. So last week started training camp for PLL. Because they have adjusted their season to move up earlier. I think one of their long-term goals is to eventually get it to the point where the PLL is similar to the NFL and college football, where it happens concurrently. I think that's like a kind of a long-term plan and goal for the Rebels and the league is to do it where college lacrosse is on Saturdays, PLL is on Sundays, kind of like in the fall with football and college football.
Right.
But so they've started by moving it up. So usually they would start the first weekend in June would be the first weekend of games. But instead, not this weekend, but next weekend. So May 9th is the first week of games. So they move it up about a month. So that is kind of in this temporary period of while they're trying to navigate this and get all of the schedule to be where it wants to be in the next coming years. It's creating this weird thing of, so any guys who are either in the NLL right now and playing in the playoffs can't be there. Any guys who are part of any coaching in the college level can't be there. So it's really wonky, and even the rookies, they're just even more delayed now because they can't sign any contracts until they're done with college.
You would know this, wasn't it? Hasn't it been the past couple of years that they'd come in halfway through the year, right? Isn't it something like
when they're Canadian? And that was the problem with the SU guys this past year.
The visas and all that, right?
Working visas and paperwork and stuff. Yep. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's down the road it gets to the point where, just like the NFL, you have your season and then postseason, after everything's done, is when you have the draft, so that then there's time for it to loop back around so that they're ready to go for the start of the next season.
Right.
I think it eventually will get there. But
the only, and this is just scheduling, and then we can get into the people, right? Because I'm hearing we've seen the stuff about the combine, right? That's coming. I don't know. Did they say when that's going to be? Have they said any other details about it? I heard an announcement of it because, right, you're talking about the timing.
Yeah,
you can only match it up so what? You can only match it up so
an idea of when. I can't remember when, but they're going to do some kind of combine for undrafted guys or guys who are looking to get back into it, or but it's by invite only.
A player that's our age that's on a training camp roster.
Yeah.
I make that joke for a reason, obviously.
Or a guy like Finn, right, that didn't get drafted, that wants a chance to show what he can do. And
right.
And so I'm mentioning all that with some background in that there were guys who hadn't necessarily been on rosters in a while that got invites to training camp. And a couple of the guys have already been cut from the team.
Right.
Signed on for training camp. So and I guess we'll go right into that one. So the Atlas is the first team that had the most guys. Total, they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to start. So it was Brett Kennedy, Nate Solomon, Jake Stevens, Michael Grace, which I feel really bad for him. He just last week had first round playoff game. He plays for the Georgia Swarm, and he tore his ACL, so he's going to miss all of the playoffs and all of this year of PLL, which really sucks because he had a really good rookie season.
Right.
And then Will Mark. So I mentioned those 5 names. Brett Kennedy and Nate Solomon were already cut off the Atlas team. They were dropped back into the player pool. And then the Redwoods, and I'm going purely off of looking up these rosters too. So some of these guys, and the thing that is kind of wonky is that the PLL is also notorious for being very behind in updating things sometimes. And I'll get to why I'm saying that in a minute. But so next most amount of guys is the Redwoods with Carter Rice, Matt Wright, who played LSM for us, the guy who transferred from North Carolina.
Yep.
But he's listed as out right now, so I don't know if he's injured. He plays in the NLL too, but
I was going to say, I don't know. This is just a general thing. I don't know if there's a designation for the NLL or if they just
it'll
call
just
that
say
restriction
it's like a not available list or what they call it. But so on the website, he's just listed as out. So I don't know if that's because that's how Michael Grace is listed too, and it's from before he was injured. Like it doesn't say injured reserve; it just says out. So I think he might be.
Well, it looks. I was gonna say I'm looking through Dan Arestia's stuff, and it looks like Grace is on the PUP.
Yep.
He has him on that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
And then the third guy for the Redwoods is Nick Akema, which I love that he got an invite to training camp. And that's just another Team 91 connection for Joe because Nick played for him with Joey and Michael, Leo, and McAdory and Aiden Denenza and Xavier Arline and like all those guys, those Long Island Team 91 guys. That's just another one. The Chaos have Hiltz, but he's not playing right now because the Toronto Rock are still in the playoffs.
Yep.
Oh, I should mention Sam English too on the Redwoods.
Yeah.
And he's the same thing. He's in the same boat as Owen because they actually play together for Toronto, and they're both in the playoffs. And then for the Chaos, Stephen Brooks is their head coach, which is pretty awesome. One of the funniest ones, and you kind of referenced it, is Matt Abbott got picked up for the training camp for the Philadelphia Water Dogs, which like super good for him. Like,
right.
He's 39. Like he's literally
the same
age as me. Like
you could have given me, and trust me, I've seen him. I know he's in shape. This isn't even like a thing against him. Yep. You could have given me SU alums, and I probably would have thought he's retired. That's just like I thought he's.
Well, it's funny because literally when I got that card signed from him like 2 weeks ago,
he
was like, "Man, I miss those days." Like,
right. So I wonder, and this is just guess. I wonder if he put some feelers out there just to see if he can still do it.
Well, the other thing too is, so there's a connection there. Dave Cottle is the GM now for the Water Dogs, and he was Matt's coach for the Bayhawks when Matt played for the Baltimore Bayhawks.
I also wonder if Matt's trying to get into coaching. That's just two things. But,
he might be, yeah. Yep.
Like that's his way in. Let's just call it what it is.
Yeah, and then the last one I mentioned that the PLL is notorious for not updating. Tucker Dordovic is still listed on the Whip Snakes on the IR, even though he had on social media said he medically retired.
I think I was gonna say everything I've seen says he's retired, so it's kind of.
So I don't know why he's still listed on the roster, but
let me double check something. Really, you keep going. I'm just.
So yeah, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 total guys, including Brooks, and then not the rookies. So you got to add 4 more rookies.
Yep.
And and like I said, they don't show up anywhere yet because they technically are not signed because they cannot sign until they finish college, and are done with their college season. So, because like I even the PLL dropped their new jerseys this week, because Nike's now officially the apparel and jersey sponsor for the league that just switched this offseason. So they dropped the new Nike jerseys. First thing I did was look to see if there was a Joey jersey yet. And I commented in my group chat, and there's a guy who works for the PLL that's in our group chat. He helps with like their trading cards and stuff and collectibles. And he was saying that, yeah, they can't put them on there yet because they're technically not signed to the
Once
league
again,
yet.
all these guys that Matt talks to, I want to have PLL guys on him. Matt doesn't. I'm just kidding. I'm just sorry. You're good. Keep going. I'm just trying to. I'm looking up something.
Looking on Dordovic's thing. Yeah, so that's.
I'm looking on everything of theirs because.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's not. Yeah, you're good. Keep going.
That's what's going on for training camp rosters. I'm sure some of that will get dwindled down and change as NLL teams come back. Like as NLL teams are knocked out of the tournament or their playoffs, then more of the guys who would be starters end up on the rosters, and then they have to cut guys because I forget what they have to. I think they maintain a roster of like 24, 23 or 24. So I look at a guy like a Matt Abbott or a Nick Akemo who like just signed that could have been a, hey, we are short guys, so we need some people, but like also those are the type of guys that like maybe they play the first 2 weeks and they show that they're very capable, and then they end up getting more time or stick on the team. So it almost reminds me of like when so the PLL does like their champ series in February, and there's been a couple guys who have really shined in those games and then end up on a roster somewhere because they had that chance to show what they're capable of.
Right.
And this is where like, and I know it's timing wise, they're not there yet, but the league could really benefit from adding like another team or two because there's plenty there's enough talent out there to fill the teams. It's just a matter of like the league can't afford it yet to add more teams. And I'm thankful that they're being purposeful so that it doesn't end up, they don't expand too quick and then end up having to fold because they can't afford it. But it's like, it's a shame to see some of these guys that were, whether SU or not, whoever they are, that are very capable of being on a roster that can't because of spots,
So I know what you're talking about with the Tucker thing because I could have sworn I saw that. However, it's not on his IG anymore.
That he's retired?
Yeah, like there's nothing
interesting
from him because I could have sworn I think you and I are on this. I think I saw an IG post.
You posted
I think that's what I saw. Because when I'm looking for everything, like he's got one from 2023 of him playing, obviously.
Yeah.
But unless something happened or it got taken down, because the last post I see from him was 2024 about the PLL.
Yeah,
so
maybe he had a surgery that makes him feel more comfortable playing.
I'm not saying, like, trust me, this is not breaking news. Like, this is nothing official. This is just
speculation.
Matt did that, not me. I just want to point that out. Just kidding. He also isn't on their training camp roster, so there's something like we just don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Do you want to do? Do you have the ACC awards on your sheet?
I don't, but I can tell you what they are.
Go ahead. This is why I said I'm going to say this so everybody can hear this. This is why I texted Brian and said Matt's better. Brian, you're welcome.
So Joey got Offensive Player of the Year for the league for ACC, and then Joey, Luke Roa, and Michael Leo all got all ACC. I know a lot of the talk right now is that so Sean Light and Brady Wambach got co-defensive player of the year. And everybody's saying, how the hell can a face-off guy be a defensive player of the year? And why don't they have like a specialist of the year award, which I would 100% agree with. Like, if anything, if you're going to have a defensive player, have it be Aiden McGuire. Like, it doesn't make any sense that it's Brady Wambach. He doesn't.
Yeah, and you just said it perfectly. This isn't even like a Billy Dwan thing, right? Like,
yeah,
I know McGuire is better than him. I'm not even gonna like try and say that, but like you have to have an award for somebody like that. He just got drafted number 1, and now you're gonna tell me he's no awards?
Yeah,
like
Dan Arestia complains about this all the time, but like all of these leagues, they have all conference teams, but it's not a full team makeup. Like we had like, I think for the all ACC, there were 7 attackmen, right? Middies, make it 3 middies, 3 attack, 3 defense, a goalie, a short stick D mid, a long
and a face off,
guy.
And then have 2 teams. Give me 2 teams and I'm good.
First team,
honestly. Yep.
But make it like a full straight up lineup. Like, it doesn't make sense to have 7 attackmen, right? Like,
listen, you've got connections that I don't have. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, and then I don't know about all ACC, but I know it just announced just a little while ago, Daniela Guyette got ACC goalie of the year for the women's side.
I would assume, and this is just a guess, this isn't, once again, I'm assuming you're looking it up. I would assume that means that she is on the all ACC team. That would be my guess.
Yeah.
If she isn't, then
I would guess
I'll just say it. Okay. Oh, I thought you had it. Sorry. I thought you had it. That's why
I'm trying to pull it up right now.
So I'll tell you what, I'll touch on the Drew Carter stuff while you're doing that, because this is just a quick thingy. Drew Carter was asked about Joey and his legacy and all that. And he's an alum. He also works for ESPN. He also does a lot of college lacrosse. It was a good answer to hear him talk about Joey's legacy from the ESPN side, completely from the ESPN. Because Infante and Pauly had him on to talk ACC tournament. And they said, what is Joey's legacy, or has he lived up to the legacy? And Drew Carter said yes instantly. And he said it has nothing to do with the record. It has everything to do with the points. When you walk onto campus and you break that record, your legacy is sealed without even talking the playoffs.
Yep.
He said, and Joey's we talked about it. Joey's focused on the NCAAs. He said, but fans need to embrace the record more than players do. That's pretty much what he was talking about.
Yeah. So, and I couldn't agree more with that, to be honest. So they announced the end of the year awards, like specific player ones, and she got goalkeeper of the year.
Right.
And then a couple weeks ago, they did their all ACC teams because they already had their postseason tournament. And Daniela Guyette and Molly Guzik got first team.
Awesome.
Izzy Leha, Emma Munchnick, and Caroline Trinkus and Coco Vandiver got second team. And then Casey Benoit got third team. And then I have to give a shout out because I'm sponsored by them, right, Dan?
No, I know where you're going. Go ahead.
Alexa.
I'm gonna. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, and I'll say this, Matt. So I'm not sponsored by them, so I can have the unbiased opinion here. If she didn't get it, that award is a flaw. That's what I'm going to say, because
she should get the NCAA Freshman of the Year award, not just ACC.
I don't disagree with that, but you know how the NCAA is.
Which, by the way, while we're on the topic,
I think you're gonna go to the same place I was just about to go. So this is perfect.
I was gonna mention bracketology real quick.
Oh, never mind. No, we're not. I was gonna talk about high school lacrosse for a minute. So
we can do that in a minute too.
About what we were texting.
So as of right now, which here, I'm gonna send this to you real quick, Dan, if you want to pull this up.
Can you send it on Facebook?
Yep.
By any chance? Okay.
Yes, I can.
Okay.
So the latest version of Bracketology came out, and granted, there's a lot of conferences that still have yet to finish their conference tournaments. It's only the Big Ten and the ACC that are finished right now. But Syracuse is listed at the 6th seed.
Okay.
Which I actually like that draw better than what it was last week before they lost. Because it initially had them as the 7 seed, which I don't know how they moved up after they lost. Maybe because of the way other teams won.
Right.
Oh, probably because did we beat Northwestern? We did, right?
We did. We beat Northwestern at Northwestern.
Northwestern won their conference tournament, so I wonder if that's why we got bumped a little. But that puts us at the 6th seed in the bracket with Maryland is the 3 seed.
Okay. I was going to say my computer wants to be my computer right now, so that's why I'm trying to still pull it up and everything.
I don't know how to share my screen, otherwise I would.
You're good. It's literally
yeah, so like it has us in a bracket
right now. So it's
matching up in the first round against Vermont with a matchup against Army or Princeton in the second round. And then quarterfinals potentially against Maryland. Where before we were going to be in a bracket with North Carolina, which I didn't love. So I'll be interested to see if Lemoyne is ranked first in their conference. I don't know if they can make the tournament yet or not. But they're not listed on here, so I wonder if they can't make the tournament this year. Let's see.
Keep vamping for 2 seconds.
Oh yeah,
because I'm getting it to pull up right now.
Yeah, so the Lemoyne women's team is ineligible this year. This might be the last year they're ineligible, but otherwise they would have projected them to make the tournament, which is it's so fucking stupid. I'm not gonna go there. But yeah, so that's that.
No, we're not doing that. We don't have the time for that.
Yep. So, and then the other thing Dan was going to mention that he referenced was some rankings for class of 2028 came out this week or literally today, and Clark's daughter Payla's number 1 recruit. And then also Beardsley's younger daughter Viviana is number 6.
Right.
It's from the post that we saw online. So it's like, let's get those legacy girls up at the Dome, baby. Come on.
I'm almost there. I know you're sick of talking. I'm literally 2 seconds away from having this.
You're good.
I gotta.
Oh. So yeah, let's hope that. And I mean, the fact that
you're good, Matt. Keep going.
The fact that Angela's already on campus, that somewhat bodes well for Viviana, hopefully. And then
hopefully that's the plan, obviously. But
I don't know if Kark and Reggie have a relationship at all or not. But I know that Kark has talked about his daughter before. They talked about her when he was on Mitch Pelkey, and he said that he's letting her forge her own path and do what she wants to do. And
I would have. So just let me see.
Yeah, you can see that.
Okay,
yeah,
good, because it looks way different for me on my side.
Yeah,
it's kind of annoying to be honest, but I would assume you're right. However, I hope that doesn't pull up the ad. There has to be some overlap for Reggie and right.
Yeah,
just as an alum side. Here, let me switch it to the good screen. I can pull up bigger. But there has to be something. Now, this is just speculation. You can't tell me Reggie hasn't been in contact. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
That's it. Because Ricky, here's why I think there's an overlap. Ricky knows Reggie.
Yep.
Right? Obviously, for obvious reasons, who's on campus right now. I know that. I'm not dumb. However, if Ricky knows who he is, Kark has gone to enough SU games. Let's just put 2 and 2 together here. Like there may be an introduction. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull that back to that. That's I have 2 ideas. I'll talk to you about them when we're not doing this. And I have an idea about something. So
Notre Dame on Saturday.
So an overall thought, and then we could dive into quarter by quarter because it's obviously a tale of a quarter here. Like where this isn't like, Actually, you tell the Max story. Actually, you tell the Max story that we were talking about.
Oh yeah. So I jokingly said to Dan before we went live that I was gonna blame Max for SU losing. So I'm a very like superstitious person. Like I literally wear the same outfit to the Dome for games. Like I wear the same stuff leading up to it. Like Thursdays, I wear my white SU polo to work. Fridays, I wear my orange SU polo to work. And Thursday was bring your child to work day. And Max wanted to dress up like he was going to go to work. And he only had a green polo because he used it for a different thing at school, dressed like the teacher day at school. And so he wore that and made me wear a green polo to match him to bring your kid to work day. So we wore green Notre Dame color the Thursday before instead of my white SU polo. So I jokingly said to Dan that that's why we lost.
I mean, like I legitimately here. I'll just say it this way. Actually, we can dive into it because it revolves around the quarter for me. I want to make sure that show I just pulled. So, nope, I don't want that right now. That's for later. That's that's the men's side. So, I knew that would share. First quarter, obviously, like.
So my first, I told you before and in previous episodes, I had my like takeaways after a game, right? Like,
yeah.
First thing on there is like this is 100% a tale of 2 halves.
Yep.
Like 2 like very different games.
Well, like
the first half and the second.
I got a text from not my father. I've told you, obviously, my dad goes. Somebody who is a pretty good fan. He's a season ticket holder. He's been watching every game. And he turned it off after the third quarter, and he goes, "What happened?" He goes, "Because up until the third, we were with them. Like it was back and forth, run here, run there."
Yep.
I won't tell you what I said. That's all I'm going to say because I can't say it on here what I said. So
yeah, like first half was great, right? Like it was one team would score a couple, the other person would come back. One team would score a couple, the other team would come back. Like it was just
right
slugfest, right? Like it was fun to watch. Both
for the most part
were playing relatively well.
Right.
You know, teams had good goals. Like there wasn't necessarily bad officiating. Like it was called both ways. Like everything seemed to be fine. Like I
have one criticism with the broadcast as a whole, and I think you'd probably echo this. And this isn't the fault of the person who was doing this. This is the fault of whoever put that person to do it by themselves. There is nothing more annoying than when you're watching a game and you can hear the producers talking to the guy's headphones as they're in a commercial break. And I know he was, if it was a student, he was definitely trying. I don't know if it was ever said who it was.
Yeah.
Like he was legitimately trying. But you can only do so much when the only time you know about a call is you can hear it on the radio from the officials up to the press box. And he had no idea what was happening. And it's not like a him thing. Like it's a general thing.
Yeah. Well, like there were some times where I could hear Federley and Tim.
Yeah, I can hear. Yeah, I had to laugh because I heard a woo, and I go, I know exactly who that is. That's not like a random person. And it's not even a bad thing, right? Like I was like, oh, I can listen to Tim's radio call and get the TV call at the same time. I don't even have to turn on the radio for that. Like,
yeah. So if you look at the first half, if you look at all the team stats in the first half,
yep,
we're literally 20 to 20 shots.
Yeah,
they had 14 shots on goal.
We're right 11. Around it.
You know,
look at our saves.
Our save.
Yep. Yeah, like
turnovers were both the same.
Yeah. I mean, EMO, we were 2 for 4. We got 2,
which
I think we got
is funny because they I don't know why we're 1 for 2 because it was 2 penalties and 1 thing that we got.
There,
so like because it was a minute and a half, and you scored once, and they both got wiped out, right? So it's like that should be a 1 for 1 technically. So I technically think we should be 2 for 3. And then actually, if you look at the fourth quarter, that 0 for 1 is the 10 seconds at the end of the game.
Yeah.
So
I don't want to nitpick, but that shouldn't count. That's all I'm going to say. You can't really count an EMO.
So,
but like, go ahead.
All the stats are neck and neck.
Yeah, I mean,
from the first half.
It's kind of funny because you talk about a tale of 2 halves, right? Like you look at the ground balls for the first half, dead even.
Yep.
And we'll touch on the second half because you look at those stats and that tells me everything I need to know. Just the ground balls, honestly, like it's like, like even clears, Matt. Like, yeah, they were perfect, but like
we only missed 2.
Yeah, like, and I think going into half, right? If you told me 8-7 against the number 1 team, okay, all right, like house money at that point, like they even, like a couple of juice goals, like okay, Johnny's doing okay, things are working out, like not good, but not terrible, like. That was the perfect that was a typical second half, was the first half. It's like the roles were reversed for them, right? You always see the adjustment in the second half. I saw a lot in the first half, and this isn't a criticism of Gary. It's going to come off that way. Notre Dame made the adjustments in the second half. That's how I'll phrase it. Like,
yeah, and Gary mentioned that in his post game that they adjusted, that they were slower to slide. In the second half.
I mean, Jimmy has,
if you were to tell me, okay, we're down 8-7 at half, Jimmy finished with 18 saves, I'm like, all right, we win by 6.
I have to correct you. Up 8-7.
Is that what I said?
No, you said down. You said down.
Yeah. So you tell me, after the fact without me watching and knowing any details, we're up 8-7 at the half, and Jimmy finished with 18 saves. I'm like, all right, sweet, we won. We won 16-11 instead of lose 16-11, right? Like,
well, and that's where numbers don't really tell a picture, right? Like up until the fourth quarter, like it was a game, like it was close, it was neck and neck.
Well, that's the thing is like, so one of my notes is like, so we go on a 2-goal run at the end of the third quarter, score another one at the start of the fourth. Like, all right, we're down by 1 now. Like, good, this is going to be a game. And then we get a man up. Roa misses it.
Yep.
Which he's stuck those all year, right? Like, so okay, he misses it. Then we get the ball back. Now we're even. Roa shoots again, but there's no backup. All right, they get the ball. We have a couple bad turnovers, and then a horrible penalty on Chuck Kaczynski. One of the worst calls I've seen all year.
Yeah,
the crease attackman standing there on the crease. The ball might be getting past to him, and Chuck knocks the stick out of his hand. They call it interference.
I'm gonna push back on something you said earlier. The officials weren't terrible, however. timely calls are timely calls, and I'll say that went SU's way. I'll say it that went Notre Dame's way. There were some calls that it's like,
yep.
You
Well,
aren't
so then
going to call
they scored on that.
Yeah.
Right? And that gave them some momentum. And then there was right after that, their next possession, there was a really bad no moving pick call.
Yep. Watching that, you can't tell me you can't call anything. So there's the thing right there.
He was blatantly moving his feet.
But like you call the interference or you don't call it, right? Like you call the interference or moving pick, it's something.
Yes. And then after out of that no pick call, like the next play, Jordan Beck kind of half slides and leaves the guy wide open, and they score against. Now they're up 3, and then like it kind of snowballed from there, and then like the last 10 minutes of the game ish, we had 3 possessions.
Yeah. Well, but that's where stats lie, and I'm not critical. I know stats are smart, right? I know stats are important. Everything is still even in the second half. It's not like it's overwhelmingly Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Like nothing.
I mean, they only beat us out face-offs wise by 2.
Right. Like
it was just that they were in a row, right?
Yeah. And I think
a little run.
I think we saw it again. So Chuck obviously was up top, which obviously helps, right? Mm-hmm. And this is going to sound like I'm critical of this. I'm not to any of these players. There has to be a better option for a short stick guy on the wing. That's how I'm going to say it.
Yeah.
Like, there's got to be something because whether it's McCarthy, whether it's Hoddle, whether it's Bolognino, everybody is getting beat.
Yeah.
On the short stick side.
Like 50-50 balls that we didn't get. Like
right. And Kittleberger, obviously, but like people get where I'm going. There's 17 options. And Dante Bowen isn't one of them. That's what I'm going to say. So
yeah. Well, and like there was even one Drew won it clean and then missed the ground ball 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
And they got like it was little things like that was like that we what was the final on ground balls? Yeah, like we lost the ground ball battle by 9.
Well, there's 3 of them right there because Drew had the chance to pick it up 6 times, it felt like, and then
even like there was a couple times where like Johnny won the face-off, but then we lost it.
Yeah,
so, like it shows that he won it, but we didn't have the possession, right? Like so, there were things like that too. That like you said, the stats don't tell the whole picture,
right? And this is where winning face-offs can be dumb in a way, and this is going to sound horrible, but you'll understand. It's flawed, right? So Johnny wins the face-off on the books; it gets checked. I think if I could, this is my message to the statisticians and all that fun stuff. I let it play out before you call it a win. I hate when some face-off guy, whichever team it is, scoots it out and they call it a win.
Yep.
Like, okay, if Johnny wins it, how does Notre Dame have the ball?
Yep.
Like,
yeah. Like wait till there's an actual possession.
Yeah. Like.
Yep. And even if that's like passing back to your goalie, that still counts as a possession, right? But like,
right, that's what I'm saying. Like
in the middle, whoever finally ends up with it, right?
A one pass or a shot rule. That's what I would say. Judge it off that because, like, typically, the other thing that I learned, and this is where I feel really dumb, is Will Donovan, Josh Yago, Faison, they're for real. I have to tell people this. I have to defend them for this. Like, they are good. Yeah. All 3 of them. And not just the 3 of them. Will Donovan is for real.
Well, that's where, we talk about those 50-50 balls in the middle. Like, that's where a player like him is a difference maker, right?
Yeah. I think people know he's good, but, like, I don't think nobody realized how good he was. Syracuse people.
Yeah.
That's how I'll say it.
So Johnny ended up with 3 jumps. I counted them.
Yep.
Which I don't understand. Like, wasn't it the start of the season? So I don't understand what's happened if he has the yips or
it's the yips plus the waiting for the whistle is what I think it is. Like,
well, there was one time it didn't even look like he moved and they blew the whistle. I don't know if it was the way he had like adjusted himself, like I don't know what, but either way, like so great first half, some things that didn't go our way the second half that easily could have flipped the game the other direction. Like it's funny because this was another example of like I was kind of watching it / listening to it because we were running some errands / Max had a birthday party to go to and swim lessons. And so we were kind of in and out. And I was like, when we were in the car, he had it in the back watching it while I was just listening to it. Like, so like actually sit down and like fully watch it. Like, it's another one of those where like the score makes it look worse than it was too. Like, this game was right there. Look, right. Like it reminds me a little bit of the Harvard game. Even though the Harvard game, the score was closer, like a couple little things, like the ball bounces our way, or like we bury that one shot, like then we get the momentum and we're rolling, right? Like so, there were definitely some positives out of this game. There were some things we definitely need to work on.
I mean, you pointed it out, right? So like their face-offs were timely. Look at the last 8 minutes of fourth quarter. They go on a 4-0 run, and that's your game. That's literally your game right there. Like,
so like that's where. So I mentioned we got those. We had 3 possessions in that time, right? And the first one was Roa had the ball at X and did like this weird backhand shot that he never does ever in the history of his time at SU.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing at the fact that that's the first time we've seen it all year. And
it didn't go. And I think the goalie made a save maybe. And then Dwan had the ball and like just missed. Another potentially ridiculous goal.
Right.
And like that's one where that goes in, then that's a complete juice goal too, right?
Yeah.
And then the last possession was with like, I don't know, 2.5, 3 minutes left, and Finn forced it to the middle because we're now down by 4 and we need to rush. Like, so that was
so this is one of those games, right, where if we flipped halves, we would have won, I think. Like if we were 8-7 and playing like crap, I'll say it that way. Figuratively. If we played the first half like the second half, we would have won. Because I don't think I see. This is where I criticize this. I don't think sagging off shooters is enough to force that much of an adjustment. I'll just say it that way because all it does to me, and this is just a general thing. You're the league superstar for nights. Like you're the all-star attackman. I think it gives more of a green light to somebody like Roa. Right? Or Leo or Joey. Like that whole offense.
Those 2 in particular weren't hitting their shots on Saturday either.
Oh yeah. That's I you said it perfectly. Roa's hand is over the top. He's an over the top shooter, sidearm. He's not a trick thing. He's just not that type of player. He is I'm going to use the Notre Dame reference here. He's a Sergio Perfect type player. He's going to drive you and he's going to shoot. Like, and that's, I don't know another way to describe him besides that, but
some positives come out of the game. Hello, Bear. Welcome to the party.
Nice to see
Love that. That made me so happy. I've been saying it all season, young man. Way to bring it. And if he's playing like that and then the other guys are at their best, or like relatively well, like then we're beating anybody. Like so it's just all the pieces aren't coming together at the same time, right? Like it's either one or the other, like whatever. So I thought Joey had a great game considering he's being guarded by one of the best defenders in the country. You know,
Well,
he finished
I
with
mean,
3-1.
The co-defender of the year. Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
The co-defender of the year. Like,
Who really should just be the defender of the year.
yeah, we're not going to nitpick that again. We already did it. Yeah.
But so 3 goals and an assist I thought was great. I'm sure people were critical of him not doing anything in the second half, but whatever. He contributed, right? Like he can't put up 10 points every game.
This is the battle I have to have, and you'll understand it. I can't place all the blame on Joey, so I'm not going to say any of it. I'm not going to say none of it's on him, right? But the Roa shot, Billy Dwan misses a shot. We're talking about 3 moments, right? Like whoever it was, Finn forced it.
Yep. There's
3 moments. That's not Joey shooting. It's not somebody else shooting. That's somebody else on the team doing that.
Yeah.
So it's okay. This is gonna sound. I hate to do this, but it's okay to blame those guys. It's okay. You can blame other players on SU. Yeah. It's all Joey's fault when they lose, but it's never Joey's credit when they win. That's what I'm learning on the pages.
Yep.
Finn can have 6 goals if they win, and it's Barry Anderson had a great game. Or Joey, like one of those two. Oh, well, Finn didn't get drafted. Okay, well, Finn may be on a team playing in the summer. I'm going to tell people this. Like, he's probably going to be on a roster. Like, the fan base as a whole, I'm just going to start doing this every week because it's going to piss me off every week. Like we've talked about it so much ad nauseum. Like I like 90% of the fans. I have to be very clear with saying that.
Yeah, it's the squeaky wheel gets the grease, right?
Ever. The 10% piss me off every week. That's how I'm going to say it. The nicest way I can say that.
Yep. Can I talk about
Can I
talk about one of my pet peeves in lacrosse?
Oh boy, here he goes.
I noticed it like 3 times in this game. And
did you get a text with this announcement?
No.
Okay.
So I find this so annoying when it happens. It literally like drives me up a wall. When a shot goes out of bounds behind the goal, like off to the side.
Oh yeah.
The player tries to restart, and the ref says, "Oh no, wait, move 3 feet this way and then start." Why the fuck does that matter?
Yeah.
It has no bearing on. It's not like he's trying to do a quick restart in transition. Like, because those I can understand because you're trying to gain an advantage by being 5 feet ahead or whatever. Like when it's behind the goal and it's just a restart after a shot, it has no bearing on the game. Just let him go. You're just wasting time.
My favorite is on the side. It's not even on the back. My favorite is on the side. Right, it'll go out 5 feet from 5 feet from the end line. Let's just say 5 feet, and they go, okay, go to the corner. Okay, well, why is he going to the corner if it went out there? Shouldn't it be where it technically went out?
It's so obnoxious.
Like,
can we just do away with that? Like, it's one thing in transition, yes, but if it's a shot behind the goal or on the side of the goal, just if he picked up a ball, just start it.
Here, I'm going to do it this way. Let's make corner kicks a thing for lacrosse. That's how I'll say it. Because if it goes in the corner or anywhere in that area, just put a circle or something stupid and just say, okay, here's the circle.
Go touch
anything there. Yeah, because you can't tell me that a ref, they can't even see an offsides call. Yeah. You can't tell me that a ref can tell exactly where Joey goes out or the ball goes out. You did it. You did it. You lit the fire because
I got you all fired up, Dan.
No, but that pisses me off too because it's the same thing every week.
So it's like of things that piss me off. The other thing, screw Max Buzenkill for his empty netter from like half field when we're pressing.
Oh boy, here he goes. Go ahead.
I hate when teams do that. It's one thing if you're up by 1 to give yourself insurance like that. I understand. But when you're already up by 5 or 4 and then up by 5, like
I wish.
And I kind of love that Joey gave him shit.
Yeah.
At the same time, I'm like, be careful, don't get yourself in trouble. Like
you don't. Okay, so
you don't want to get a penalty that ends up getting you ejected and then you lose out on the next game, right? Like you got to think that way. But like,
Yeah.
I love that he had that fire of like, well, you know, more or less, fuck you, guy. Like, why are you throwing that in? That's kind of classless, like in my opinion.
I conveniently left out part of the Drew Carter interview for a reason, because he talked about that as well.
Yeah,
because he pretty much what you said.
Yeah,
like that's pretty. He goes, I love it, but don't do anything stupid to get yourself in trouble.
Yeah,
for the future games, like.
Yeah.
Walk away, say whatever you got to say. Like, I don't get it. Pretty much he was talking about how he doesn't understand it from that perspective. Like, you're almost forcing the referees to make a call with that, right? Like,
yeah.
Especially when it's at the center, you can see everything. Like, pretty much he wasn't criticizing Matt. Don't worry, he wasn't criticizing Joey. He was saying
that, like box side, right? Because like in box, you're gonna like throw hands, like
yeah,
you know, like
right. I agree with you 100%. I need 2 broadcasters. That's what I'm going to say for the ACC tournament. That's how I'm sure there will
be. Yeah,
I would assume at least Sunday there will be Karkin and Niche. That would be my guess.
Yeah,
that would, because that's ESPN. I don't want to look ahead to that right now.
I don't know when
the Big Ten.
Yeah, is Big Ten Friday, Sunday too?
Tim, if you're still listening, because he has the schedule. Actually, Tim. If you're not asleep,
tomorrow's Big Ten semi, so it's probably tomorrow and Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much every other conference semifinals are tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then Friday is
May 2nd. Yeah. So they have it. That's funny.
So Friday's ACC, Patriot, A-Sun, and Ivy.
So, funny thing of note, there's no way Kark would be on that call. Do you know why?
Why?
Everything's on the Big Ten network for the Big Ten. I just looked it up on their website. So, like, there's some interesting games there, Matt. That's all I'm going to say for the Big Ten. If we want to touch on the Big Ten for 2 seconds, Hopkins as a 1 seed. Let the chaos happen. Oh,
you mean in terms of them losing or winning?
Yeah. Well, there's two teams I want to win.
Yeah, what's that?
I want Maryland and Hopkins to win. That's what I want.
I would agree with that because that helps.
Ideally. Having said that, I hope Maryland gets blown out in the Big Ten championship game by 55 goals and they miss out on the tournament.
The thing that's interesting is that like Penn State needs to beat Maryland to have a chance to make the tournament.
Yeah, we can pull that up. I have the thing that we were talking about before.
Sure, we can talk about that. But like that Maryland Penn State game is kind of like a play-in game. More or less, like right now it's
Maryland's
Maryland,
obviously. Yeah. Go ahead.
I was going to say kind of whoever
Maryland
is probably in, and whoever doesn't is probably on the outside looking in.
Well, it's kind of funny because if you go by it, and you may be able to correct me if I'm wrong. I think they're around the 9-10. I think I don't have the I don't want to.
Wise,
yeah, like for everything.
I can tell you.
Because like I'm looking at if you judge off bracketology, my brain tells me that because they're playing 7 seed, they're you know what I'm saying? Like
Maryland's 10, Penn State's 15.
There you go. So right around there. But here's my fear. We can talk about Syracuse for a minute. Obviously, we do talk about Syracuse. There's an opponent there.
Yeah.
That I swear, if that works out,
I'm be stressed.
I will be wearing my green shirts. That's my joke for you. I'll be wearing green shirts. No, like I joked with Tim. I joke with you. I don't want to see Army. I just don't. I have nightmares of Army.
Yep. Yeah, I'm rooting for
I need chaos in the Patriot League. That's what I need. I need absolute chaos.
I'm rooting for Loyola, 100%. Go Loyola.
You know, I want Cornell. If we get Cornell to win, or Cornell wins theirs, right? We talked about the Princeton. I'm mixing up conferences. If Cornell wins, that helps. Like that helps the chaos because hypothetically, we'll get into the hypothetical.
The semis are Princeton versus Yale and Cornell versus Harvard. Yale's another one that like they need to beat Princeton to make the tournament.
Yep.
Because they're like right there on the bubble. Like, where Princeton is pretty much you're gonna make it. So like all these like little things, are they what's gonna potentially swing a game where it's like Princeton plays a little bit more like, oh, we already know we're in, like whatever, like where Yale's more hungry because it's like we gotta win this. Like
I think so. Hypothetical
in Harvard.
If you asked me 2 years ago, I'd say Harvard no. Harvard knows what they're going to do if they, this. We did this last year. Harvard knows what happens if they lose. Let's just call it what it is. They're probably getting fed to the number 1 seed. Like, let's just be honest here. Like, in there, which is an insane matchup for a number 1 seed if Harvard gets them.
Yeah,
like right because
at one point was number 1 in the country.
Yeah, like I want chaos. I want control. Everybody that Syracuse beat, win. That's all I'm going to say. Like everybody that they lost to, lose. Like there's my ideal thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to take this
Georgetown. Up. I want Georgetown to beat.
Yeah, like we'll finish here because I know we're both running on Mountain Dew and caffeine right now, and I know how awake you are. Any thoughts going into Friday?
Watch the Duke film.
Yeah.
Really did. And I was looking at those stats. What's his name?
Wamba?
No, they're a goalie. I forget what his name is. Marcus.
Okay.
Josh Marcus, I think. Like he had like a 36% save percentage.
Oh, that's what I want. Give me that. If that's the case, give me that.
What was it? Let's see. 38. Yeah.
Either
16
way,
goals against 10 saves. Wambach finished at 58%. And like this is the thing where like you have to, with how Johnny's been playing, which he's not been playing bad per se, but he's not been playing to the standard we're accustomed to from him. So you have to take advantage of your possessions. You can't play sloppy. You have to play refined. You have to bury your shots. And goalies are a lot like face-off guys, right? Where they're head cases.
Yep.
So does this spiral Josh Marcus? Does this motivate him to do better and lock in? Like it's one or the other, right? Like, so we got to bury our shots and bury them often. And,
well, and the other thing, and I'll cite the person who is very active in the chat. You can't see it. Still the same person who was there just at the beginning. His exact words were Carolina hasn't played defense in a couple weeks. So maybe this is that opportunity to get the Syracuse offense on a roll here. And
well, I thought it was interesting, Gary's like media availability yesterday, I think it was.
I didn't see that one.
One of the questions they talked about was like, when you play a team a second time in a season, and Gary basically alluded to like, it benefits the team that lost the first time because you have film and like things to like try to change and improve upon. Whereas if you win, you make less adjustments potentially. Like So
So
I thought that was an interesting point.
I have a little pushback on that, though, right? Like, let's just call a spade a spade. Everything didn't go perfect for North Carolina.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not like you're facing them at the beginning of the year, right? To now.
Yep.
They just lost to Duke. You cannot tell me that whole staff hasn't motivated them all week.
Yep.
You got embarrassed on national TV when Syracuse should have been there. That's a different argument. On against Duke. Like, nobody saw that coming. Nobody.
Yeah.
However, they don't have anything to play for. Unless they beat Notre Dame, they're not going to get the 1 seed. And even then, it's still a tiebreaker, right? Because they're technically tied.
Yeah.
I have a good. I went from hesitant to, since we've talked, I have a better feeling about Friday. That's how I'll say it.
Yeah. Well, we're not playing on their slippery ass grass field either.
Yeah, I know. And I know
that's not an excuse, but
you're not wrong. Like,
if you slip 4 times and that causes 4 turnovers, is that a 4-goal swing, right? Like, but
yeah,
because we're on the.
Go ahead.
Are we playing? I don't know where this tournament even is. I know it's in North Carolina, but is it Cary where the women played?
I think it is. If it is, hypothetically, obviously, I'll do this while you're looking.
Charlotte, it's American Legion Memorial Stadium.
Is that
in Charlotte?
Is that their site?
It's the ACC. I don't know. Maybe that's where the Charlotte
is that the MLL? Am I thinking right?
Is that where the soccer team plays?
That's what I was just wondering.
This might have been where the women played. It looks like it. Yeah, this looks like a soccer stadium.
It is. It is. It looks like the FC, the FC, quote FC. You'll understand what I'm talking about with FC
football club.
Yep. Plays there.
Yep. The Charlotte Independence.
Yep. Carolina Ascent. Yeah. Plays rugby. So I mean,
a nice field.
So,
but it's turf. So
they also are the home site for the Chaos, the quote home.
Oh yeah, okay, yep.
So obviously, I'm doing air quotes for a reason because like they.
So yeah,
I will
on Friday, folks.
All right, we'll get out of here with this because I know you have the same brain as me. My last question.
Yep.
I do this. We're gonna get one right. We've got to get one right.
Yeah.
I'll say 15-14 with a Joey goal in the 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter for the winner.
I was going to say 14-10.
Don't do this. You see, now you're setting yourself up there. I'm just kidding. Who's going to? Okay. You know what? If it's 14-10, who has the 11th goal?
Oh, like that would be our game-winning goal?
Technically, yeah.
Bear.
Ooh.
My guy.
Hopefully Joey sees this because I made that point to pick him so that when he when he gets that message,
you're gonna be the next sponsor.
Just saying. There was a follow exchange on Twitter. That's all I'm gonna tell you. So
oh boy.
No, I'm just kidding.
Also,
I don't have
completely unrelated, but new helmets are getting dropped soon. Cascade Z.
You know what? Don't make me go digs. Don't make me go digs. Like and throw the helmets away. Yeah. Anything else?
Nope, that's it. Watch on Friday, folks, 8 p.m.
Okay.
ACC Network.
8 p.m. and go Orange.
Go Orange.